Hi everyone, I'll be presenting now the Portfolio Information System for the OpenCPD network, which is my final project for CMSC 209. So the organizational profile revolves around the creation of the OpenCPD network, which is emanating from the bridging leadership model. It was created as a response with regards to the societal divide, which comprises of the competency mismatch and profiteering from CPD courses. So we are actually envisioning to have a better quality courses for ASEAN professionals. And for us to do this, we'll be able to actually put up a system that would collectively do a massive online open courses and eventually create the network of professionals and institutions through a secretariat of a hop-on, hop-off model. But in order for us to be able to do this, we have to put up many stakeholders. And the first part in which we will be facing the Open CPD Network project is the creation of a portfolio information system. The portfolio information system will be responsible in housing all of the CPD courses for the professionals and the CPD providers. Hence, we have come up with the SWOT analysis, or actually a TOS matrix, that expands now our analysis of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and tries to match our strengths with the opportunities, the weaknesses also, in order for opportunities to be taken advantage of, the threats as to how the strengths will be able to minimize them, and how can we actually utilize strategies to eliminate both threats and weaknesses. So here you can see in the matrix that we have actually the SO strategies, we have the WO strategies, we have the ST strategies, and the WT strategies. To simplify, we've actually analyzed some of the different strategies. So for the technological strategies, it involves the development, of course, of the portfolio information system, which is top of mind, and other projects will be part of the future projects, will be the integration of the OpenCPD Network's portfolio information system to the Philippine Regulations Commission's infrastructure, and then the operational strategies, which includes forging partnership with the OpenCPD network, the creation of the OpenCPD network as a consortia, the courtesy calls and close communication or coordination with the Philippine Regulation Commissions and boards, and the creation of mentoring programs to support team roles. It also includes marketing strategies where creation of sponsorship packages for partners and online CPD courses will be top of mind, and the development of the freemium model for CPD providers running courses for profit. Financial strategies would include now the matching sponsors with CPD providers, and cybersecurity strategies would include enhancing cybersecurity and fraudulent activities affecting the portfolio information system. Educational strategies would include creation of bridging courses for online learning and support communities, and the creation of technical courses on-demand web server management and software development. For the project's identification, of course, it revolves around the business model canvas where the value proposition would be zero-cost online CPD courses. But this is in the long run. Of course, we will be targeting licensed professionals and eventually partner with the CPD providers, the Philippine Regulation Commission, and the financial sponsors. So this is but just one part of the overall arcing activities that will be done. But for now, as mentioned, we'll be focusing on the portfolio information system, of which the following functionalities are to be taken into consideration: the site configuration, the user registration, the user update, the user view, the CPD provider registration, the provider lookup, the CPD course registration, the CPD course information lookup, the CPD course units assignment, the participant registration, participant profession assignment, the participant CPD units lookup, and the participant's unit crediting. The idea behind this is for the professionals to be able to actually see through the progress of their CPD providers' accredited courses and how many units have been attached to their own portfolio. So as they go on with the Open CPD network and they complete courses through the online portal, then these units will be credited then into their own portfolios, which will be viewable through the portfolio information system. So what we actually want, eventually we'll be able to develop a web-based portfolio information system that will enable search functionalities for partner CPT providers and the professionals. So for this to happen, it actually involves the creation of course, one, stakeholder engagement, because you need partners to be able to push through with this, and eventually be able to come up with a portfolio information system. So for the portfolio information system, it is mainly divided into the planning requirements, the design requirements, of course, the developing of the requirements, and the launch of the final product. Another concept in terms of the conceptual design would be the database. So here we can see the relationship of the different elements within the database where the CPD provider provides the units. And these units actually appear in the courses or the units courses, which actually is contained within the courses. And basically, a professional subscribes to a course which then is made for by a course subscription or subscription course uh, field. Now, to be able to further emulate this one, you'll be able to see the entities and relationship wherein the database model explains where that the CPD provider elements is connected with table accreditation and the accreditation course. And of course, you have the table course, the subscription, and the professional. So these are but just some of the many elements that are present in the conceptual design. And furthermore, we can actually present here the system design where the main page would have now an admin page and a visitors page. For the visitors page, all of those visitors can actually search the professional, search the CPD provider, or search courses. While the admin page should be able to do elements for the professional, which includes adding them, editing them, deleting them, or searching them. For the CPD provider, adding the CPD providers, editing the CPD providers, deleting the CPD providers, and searching the CPD providers. And for the course, can add a course, edit a course, delete a course, or search a course. Likewise, for the systems and user interface, we are actually showing the use case diagram wherein the professional and the CPD provider can do many functionalities, including search professionals, search courses, search CPD providers, browse professionals, browse courses, and browse CPD providers. So for the first three, they should be able to also download information as necessary and preview information as necessary. Likewise, for the last three, browse professionals, browse courses, and browse CPD providers, you should be able to preview the information. Now, the course manager can or should be able to add the professional, add the courses, add the CPD provider, edit the professional, edit courses, and edit the CPD provider, and of course, delete them as necessary and log in. So there are also many functionalities including add, edit, and delete, which can be seen through all of these elements. Now, for the implementation plan, we are able to see here that first, of course, we will engage with our partners, and that comprises within the whole month of July. And starting August, we will actually cover the planning of the requirements and then proceed with the design of the requirements, which would include the system analysis, the design of database structure, the interface development, and the operational plan documentation. Starting September also, in the last week or the third week, we will be doing the iterations already in terms of the programming. And finally, we'll be able to hopefully launch the product by the end of December of this year. So what are the future plans and directions? As mentioned, we're focusing first with the portfolio information system, but that doesn't stop that. We'll try to move further with the phase two of the requirements, where we will try to actually put a link with regards to the online system or portal or learning management system that will be created for the OpenCPD network so that those courses that the professional are actually able to complete will then be credited to their portfolio using the portfolio information system. And ultimately, we're trying to coordinate with the Philippine Regulation Commission in order for them to be able to access this system and make use of it in terms of crediting or determining the credits for the CPD units. And we will have a functionality of adding or subtracting in the long run once the linking of the PRC's portal to this portal takes place. So this also includes the references for my presentation, and thank you very much for listening.